it bad to say no? How do you feel when someone declines your request? Or have you ever been upset with God for not answering your prayer the way you wanted? Hi, I'm Princess Amarachi and I'm super thrilled to welcome you to my channel. So we are continuing on the series of dealing with undue pressure and stress. So if you've not listened to the past 2 episodes, I think you need to pause right now and listen via the link at the description below or up here, because that will help you to catch up on what we are talking about here. So here in this channel, we discuss everyday growth, our personal power, and how we can maximize the strength that we have within us in our interaction with people and in everyday life. So, do you think it's bad to say no, like when necessary? I really find that word dreadful to say. Everybody does. Like, who doesn't hate a no? Even marketers do. I remember one of the days when I went for a seminar and one of the teachers said that every marketer should be used to the word no, because though it is dreaded, it means that there is another opportunity for you to find what you're doing. So when it comes to dealing with undue stress, sometimes we are stressed out because we do not know when to say no and when to say yes. Because we are afraid to say no to people, so everything goes. And then in the long run, our health, our mental well-being is affected. You always know I have a story to share, so let me share my story. Before now, I found it very difficult to say no to people because I didn't want them to be upset with me and I wanted them to always come back. I didn't want them to say something bad about me, like Princess doesn't like helping people. So even if I help you every single day and that day it really doesn't work out, I'll still say yes. And that was really causing me a lot of stress and pressure. I was getting fagged out, I was getting disturbed. Then in school, sometimes people really come at times when you're very much tired. I understand the place of sacrifice. It is very necessary that in your relationship with people, sometimes you go out of your way to help them. But the motive really matters. Don't you think so? So my motive wasn't clear. Because it wasn't about, oh, let me help this person. It was about, I don't want to get this person upset. So I was afraid of saying no. And this little girl went through a lot of stress. Even at home. Your siblings will come and say, Kenny, please help me do this thing. And Jerry, please help me. I can't even say, please, can we do it like in the next 5 minutes? I have to dump what I'm doing and I'll move over to helping them out. And then mom will come and like, why did you leave this one? Oh, I'm sorry. I'll go back to this. And you're like, and then you know, let me do this one. Why are people dragging me up and down? But actually, I was the one dragging myself up and down. So, have you been facing undue stress and pressure when it comes to taking up tasks or accepting requests from people? Just take a pause and ask yourself, are there times that I'm supposed to decline a request? Or times I'm supposed to accept a request? Businessmen also know how to say no. A lot of businessmen have walked out of $1 million profits because it really didn't align with their goals. It didn't really match with their time. It didn't really work. So they had to move over. So when you really find it difficult to say no, it just means that anything goes for you and you really have no value that is guiding your life. I'm not saying we should be too tough on people, but politely declining a request can go a long way. Yes. So we don't really have to be upset, afraid of what people might say when we say no. Definitely, I'll be upset if you tell me no. That is if I'm facing a lot of pressure and I really need a quick response. But maybe, just maybe, I'll have to come back to my senses and I'll appreciate the fact that you were really real and polite with me in trying to say no, but maybe I can do it some other time. So how do you really solve that? I feel there is this word that I like, and that is assertive communication. It's about trying to explain yourself politely but emphatically. so that someone will understand what you want and what you don't want. It's about explaining what goes for you and what doesn't go for you. I just believe that it's necessary for us to assertively express ourselves when we find ourselves in the midst of options from people. So even if I cannot do something, I can really prefer solution or an alternative. I really don't have to be the one to do it. So you come up to me and you're like, Princess, please, can you help me do my assignment? I'm like, no, but I can show you how, or I can tell you someone who I feel is free enough to do it. Is that bad? No. So I'm not saying I should just wake up and start dishing out no up and down. But sometimes when you know you're very sincere with yourself that my doing this is going to cause me undue stress, or is going to put me in a very tight corner, it's not bad to decline and show another offer or alternative that can help the person. Not like you're not empathetic about the person's condition, but you can really show another option that can help the person, and the person will really come back to thank you. So instead of going round the circle trying to impress people, and you now come back within yourself, you're now upset with yourself, or you murmur, because even the Bible doesn't like murmuring or complaining. If it's something you're going to murmur or complain in the long run, I don't think it should be done. You should find a way to express yourself beautifully and wonderfully. So what now happens when the person doesn't understand, even with your politeness and offering of help from another angle? What do you do? Well, I feel I'll just do nothing and just hope that this person understands. Sometimes we may not understand. Even me, I may not understand. But in the long run, I need to ensure that my sanity is in place and my joy is also in place. Not because I'm selfish, but because I understand that this is necessary for me to enjoy and also give out my best to people. Don't you think that when you're taking a lot of options and you're murmuring and complaining, it can affect your productivity and your output? Maybe that's why people are not really productive and better in their output, because they are encumbered with a lot of jobs, works, responsibilities, offers that they don't really know where to start from. So today, end that stress by defining your values, your principles, stating clearly where you can say a yes to, when you can say no to, and how you can best help people by offering help to them when and how, so that you can always give them your best and live a free and enjoyable life. That's it for today on dealing with undue stress. I do hope this video is very helpful to you. So what do? Don't forget to subscribe, turn your notification, and share with a friend that you feel is going through that problem of, I don't know how to say no, because I feel this life is to be enjoyed within and without. Thank you very much for listening. See you in the next episode.